About a year ago, I started using Curology, and I wanted to share with you some progress photos as well as some products that I use in my skincare routine that I think work really well with this. Hi everyone, it's Melissa and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Curology. I'm going to be sharing some progress photos, but more importantly I wanted to share some products that I've been using that I really think work well with this product. I've been using this for a year, fully committed to using it. I can't even remember how many bottles I've gone through, but I've since upgraded to the larger bottle size so you get it every other month and you save that $5 in shipping. So I think that's well worth it to me to have that little additional savings. The last time we chatted, I had just upped my tretinoin mix. So my current breakdown is, I'll leave it here. It's just too much to say. So I have been happy with this current breakdown with a little extra tretinoin in my formula. I have noticed that I do feel a little bit drier than I did under the first batch. And I think that's a combination of things. I think that we're in the middle of the winter, it's very dry. I think that has had a big impact on it. And coupling that with the stronger strength of tretinoin, I think I am experiencing a little bit of dryness. I'm not necessarily flaking, but I do notice that sometimes when I put foundation on or just looking at my skin, it looks a little dehydrated. So I've recently upped my game and I am much happier with the condition of my skin. It feels less dry. So I'm going to go ahead and insert some progress photos from when I first started to 6 months to a year. I think that you'll see the biggest difference is probably the first 6 months, but I do continue to see an improvement even after another 6 months. I think that the hyperpigmentation, particularly on the right side of my face, has continued to fade, so I'm really happy about that. And I just think the overall clarity and brightness is just continues to increase. I'm really happy with the results. I have no plans for discontinuing this at any time. So let's dive into some products that I've been using coupled with my customized formula of Curology. So I wanted to start off with cleansing. So in the morning, I don't really cleanse. I just use a warm washcloth and I wipe down my face and freshen it that way, removes any product I've had on overnight, and I just feel like it gives me a clean enough slate. Whew, my mind is going faster than my mouth. I know, hard to believe. But in the evening, I like to use either a cleansing oil, so I like this one from Paula's Choice, it is awesome, or a creamy cleanser. And this one's from CeraVe, the Hydrating Facial Cleanser, is my new favorite. This, I think, is very similar to Cetaphil, but it's just a little creamier. I think the Cetaphil has a higher, water content, or that's the way it feels to me. It feels like a little watered down, and this feels a little creamier. I also really like the Paula's Choice cleanser. I'll include a picture of that up here. But right now, these are the two ones that I have in rotation. So the next thing in my lineup is a toner or a refreshing toner. I don't use this all the time. It just depends on my mood. Yeah, sometimes I feel like I want a little extra refreshing, mostly in the morning because I haven't washed my face, so I feel like I want to refresh it. Or if I feel like I need a little extra hydration, both of these offer a little extra hydration before you lay down either your sunscreen or your nighttime products. So the first one is from Paula's Choice. It's the Resist Advanced Replenishing Toner. This one is lovely. It doesn't have any alcohol in it, so it just adds a little extra hydration. The other one I like, and this is really a setting mist from Morphe, but I feel like it's really hydrating. So if I just want a little burst of freshness, I just love using this. The second ingredient is glycerin, which is a very hydrating product, so this is super hydrating. Let's talk about daytime. After putting on that toner, I will go ahead and use a sunscreen. You all know my favorite sunscreen from Paula's Choice, which I'm currently out of. So I have picked up this one from Olay. This is the Olay Complete UV 365 Daily Moisturizer with Sunscreen, Broad Spectrum, SPF 30 for sensitive skin. It's oil-free, and it is a mineral-based sunscreen, and it has not broken me out. This is a really nice little sunscreen from the drugstore. Love that. And then I would typically follow up with an eye cream. So I'm all over the place with eye creams right now. I am testing this one from Tula. This is the Multi-Spectrum Eye Renewal Serum from Tula, and it does have one of these awesome applicators. So you just pump a little bit onto the applicator and run it under your eyes, and this is very cooling, and you can just massage it in with it. I usually rub it in a little bit, and then I just take my fingers and pat it in. So I've been experimenting with this one, and I really like it. I've probably used maybe about half this tube. But an old standby that I also really like to use under my eyes is the Paula's Choice Moisture Boost Hydrating Treatment Cream. This you can use anywhere on your face. And I have used it all over my face when I feel like I really am extra dehydrated, but I primarily use it under my eyes. And I like the way it sits under my makeup. It soaks right in. I really like that quite a bit. I think I've talked about this before in other videos, but it bears repeating. I really like that. Currently, I also have a facial oil in the mix, and this one is from Paula's Choice. It's their Resist Moisture Renewal Oil Boost, and this is such a multi-purpose product. I use it under my eyes when I really feel extra dehydrated there and my crinkly bits are really rearing their ugly heads, or if I'm feeling dehydrated all over my face, I do apply it all over my face and anywhere I think I need it. This is absolutely an essential to have a facial oil on my makeup desk at all times. At nighttime, after I've applied the Curology formula, right now, because it's the middle of the winter, I do need extra hydration, so I apply that, and then I go in with one of these two. So I am currently out of this. This is empty. So one that I've really, really loved is from Paula's Choice. It's the Resist Omega Plus Complex. It fortifies and nourishes the skin. It's like a serum. I think it has been repackaged, and I have one more of these as a backup that's in the old packaging that I'm going to use up before I buy anything new. I've had to stop buying skincare in advance because it was a whole thing for me. I also have been giving this a try from the drugstore. This is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream for extra dry skin, and it has hyaluronic acid in it. It is a really beautiful, like, lightweight gel cream. I don't know how else to describe it. It really just, oh my gosh. I love the way this goes on. There's virtually no smell, and it soaks right in, and so far it has not broken me out, so I'm really happy with that. So this is a nice option from the drugstore. So I've just thrown a lot of product at you, like, oh my gosh, you're probably going, okay, I'm now like thoroughly confused. What do I apply when, and who, what, where, when, how? So I thought I would just quickly run through my morning skincare and then my evening skincare, and maybe that'll help solidify it in your mind. I'll also include some additional notes in the description bar down below in case you want a little more information. So let's talk about morning. Yay, morning. Morning, there's no cleansing involved. I just go in with a wet washcloth and wash my face. I run it over, rinse and run about 2 or 3 times. Or if I'm in the shower, I wash it, just rinse in the shower. So I don't want to like really strip my skin after it's been replenishing all night. I like to let it just be, but I want to take all that like product off and any like little crusty bits. Then I'll go in with some kind of like replenishing toner or this setting spray from Morphe just to add a little light hydration-ness if I think my skin needs it. If I feel like I'm hydrated enough, I skip this step. This is totally optional. And then I go ahead and just apply my sunscreen. Let that soak in. A little bit of eye cream, this, maybe a little bit of this, depending about how those crinkly bits look. And I'm ready to start putting my makeup on. Then in the evening, I cleanse with one of these. I pick the one that I think my skin could benefit the most from, or the one I'm enjoying the most at this particular time. After my skin has dried, I go ahead and apply the Curology on my dry skin. All over my face, just a light little dab all over. Blend that in. I let that dry down like a minute or two, like really not that much. Now during the winter, I've been applying like this night cream over my Curology. During the summer, I didn't need to, but now during the winter, I do. You have to listen to your skin and see what it's like. Is it feeling dry? You have to give it a little more moisture. So the one, it's either this Resist Serum from Paula's Choice, or it's this Hydro Boost from Neutrogena. And then I go ahead and apply an eye cream. And if I'm feeling particularly dry, or I feel like I need a little extra hydration, I'll go ahead and put a few drops of this in the palm of my hand and just press it into my skin, maybe a few dots under my eyes because they need all the help they can get. And a little lip balm, and I'm done. I've been trying to do my skincare like after dinner, so it has a couple hours to like settle in and dry down before I actually go to sleep for the nighttime. Doesn't always work that way, but that's my goal. And that's it. Please let me know if you have any questions about Curology and I'll try to answer them. I can't really answer anything in particular to your situation because I'm not a doctor and I don't know your whole skin issue. But if you have general questions about the program, I can certainly answer that, and I'll include a little referral link down below, which does give me a $10 credit towards future purchases. It costs you nothing to use that, but it does help support my channel. So if you're inclined, great. If you're not inclined, that's great too. So I publish videos every Saturday morning, and I'll include a link to last week's video over here. Although if you're watching this in real time, the month of March, which is my anniversary month, I am publishing extra videos during the week as a bonus. So make sure you hit this little bell icon and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of that additional content. And it's free. Why not? Thank you so much, and I'll see you real soon. Bye!